It's much better now. The blackout curtains help, mate, on that term. Keeping it a bit more chilled, did it? Did it help with the temps and stuff then? You all that? I think we're good. Like 10 degrees cooler. Yeah, you can tell the temperature drop down in my house. When you come down from like, it's like 3 stories. So you come down from the top story, it's like a conversion. It drops, like say, maybe even more than 10 degrees. It's like ridiculous temperature it drops. So it's crazy. First. Oops. Japanese on runs. Outside switches. Not well organised today. Until I've been playing around, I'm going to redo my room. I need to. I'll stream in the day sometime. Let's see what I'm doing to my gaming room. When I find the time between that and work. One day everything will work for me. Doesn't rest, don't get any. I'm just in an apartment, but this room gets all the afternoon sun. He said that, yeah. There's a lot toasted that. When you start getting too much sun, it's a killer, innit? I hate that. This conversion, I mean, gets sun the whole day, basically. Comes around, like, basically swoops around it all day. It is toasty. Is that working there? Can we actually get on? Yes. What's your main mouse? I'm using a stock Atlantis Mini and X-Lite V2 Mini. Yeah, I hope we have a stock or main at the minute. But I'm using the Pulsar X2 V2. But I've also got the Pulsar H, is it now? I'll probably try that next, but I don't have a main because I'm always switching mice. That's the problem. Hey, how you doing? Zakongi? I can never say your name, mate. How you doing? You alright? How's your mice manufacturing going, mate? Those things? You good? It's totally murdered, you know. Lowell. Right, that's a downline of Burdock. But yeah, I need to get back on the horse for modding and stuff. Been pretty busy the last few weeks. The last few months, in my weeks really, innit? Find a thing one sec. Whoa. Be careful, all these boxes around. Why do you use lighter fluid? It helps with adhesive and adhesive resets. You can use hair dryers and stuff, does work as well, but yeah, this is pretty good. But be careful, some of the plastics, some of the older plastics used to get a bit funny, but new ones are okay really. Used to make them go a bit white. I need to shoot a Bob. Tarkov, mate. You played Tarkov? I've been enjoying Tarkov when I've had time.
By the way, I feel bad. I never asked you how your love life is
I might be on this Friday stream and I might not, I don't know, gaming wise, because I'm supposed to be out again. And then I should be back to normal Friday streams, but I'm driving nuts this cat man. Ah, what do you want? We shall see. Ain't got time for Tarkov. Neither have I, but it's still good, mate. Still good. Tarkov's a waste of time. Nah, it's good Tarkov. The wipes are a pain in the ass. One of the main developed ones at the minute. Other than that, what is the Valorant? I mean, Valorant's okay. CSGO 2 maybe? Yeah. Just making the same maps, reinventing the game. Like, not really doing much to it, so a bit yawn. Just want to frag. There's nothing that can frag on it, mate. It's all shite. No good fragging games out. Yeah, the cross set, mate, agreed. I've got the problem at the minute where everyone's fucking sweated it out. We've all got M80. I've literally been killed. Only times I've been killed is M80 rounds. Can't even get it. Pain in the ass. Starfield's good. I don't know, I've heard some mixed reviews. I was looking forward to Starfield. Single player though, a bit annoying. But I like that game. I don't know. I was going to get on the Game Pass, which I've got. Down to 6 on it on the Game Pass. So yeah. You played it then, Waffle? 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 Light fluid works well. Not toxic, not that I found yet. An old trick for adhesive. It also allows it to reset, so they'll just stick back on. I mean, skates are always a little bit iffy whether they work or not, in terms of like whether they bend, but most of the time they're okay. This is mainly switch work. I have ADHD. You have ADHD, so it's fun for me. It should be fun. Okay. Yeah, to help you chill out. A bit of Starfield, mate. Look at it. You're like dead meticulous with things. I'm quite OCD. Tell by my stash generally in Tarkov. Shouldn't be allowed out today because like what I'm looking for is like right next to me. I'll pay tomorrow. Dreading work tomorrow. Yeah, no, I wasn't very happy today, mate. Bit sucky to be fair. Whiskey shops and beer today. Damn. Gonna pay for it tomorrow. You will, mate, when you're rough in the morning. You're on Crown again, or what are you on today? I'm not drinking till probably Thursday, maybe, but probably more like Friday. But yeah, I might not be on. Probably unlikely I'll be on this Friday, but we'll see. Back to streaming normally the week after. Proper 12. Might end the Oktoberfest. Sam's Oktoberfest, is it? You get? Is that what it is? Green pencil. Hey Bob. Did you get my email about the 705? Maybe Green Pencil, have you emailed at me? Easier to chat to me on the shop app, which is shop.beardybob.com. It's easier there. I get a lot of emails, so probably not responded. How could I not? Oh, it's Labor Day, is it? Okay. You can get the day off then, do you? ADHD is weird, can't pay attention to anything. When you find it, you get focused. Yeah, that's what I read. You just can't, like, not be obsessed. So you plan to feed in Starfield then, Waffle? Is that the plan? Once you got the taste for it. Do you play, like, Fallout 4 and stuff? I like that type of game. I reckon I will like Starfield, it's just I don't think I've got the time. I can only pick like one game at the moment, Tarkov, that I'm obsessed with. You paid me to sit here and get drunk today. Well, that's what we're talking about, mate. The dream. To be back to work tomorrow. I have to work Tuesday and Saturday. Oh, mate. I'm making you work Saturday. Don't we know we work Saturday, do you? Oh yeah, Tarkov's a bit rough. Hey, you missed a carrot. Thought you were pure then, mate. You right, matey? That's because you got that AMD, mate. That's why. Told you. You didn't tell, mate. They do think they've dropped the performance a bit this turn around, don't they? It's all about Intel, mate. Fallout 4 in space. Feels like every other Bethesda game. Best one that's ever come out. Okay, and there's a lot of travelling around. People said something about load times and stuff, but I do want to play it. I mean, I took like 2 or 3 weeks off to play Fallout 3, like work. Don't know. I don't think I've got time for Starfield yet. Tarkov. Tarkov this wipe does seem a bit more intensive, I think, for running it. 16 gig of RAM's unplayable. Yeah, mate, it's rough. Definitely chews up most of that easily. The beast. It's supposed to be changing the game engine though. Load times never had no issues. Gen 4 NVMe. Fair enough. I've not played it. That's what people were saying, but yeah, I thought load times were not a thing anymore. Maybe it's on console, is it? Is that what they're kicking off about? Your PS5 and Xbox can't keep up. Presume it's an Xbox. You have a 4090, 300k and get stutters. I know it's stuttering, mate. Still seeing some stutters. I'm only getting about, I think on Woods I'm getting like just 60 FPS. I've seen up to 144, but it's definitely nowhere near like it was. Like factory used to be like nearly 300. Need a good PC to run it on Ultra 60 FPS. I added DLSS to the game. Oh, they've added it. Started to get above 60 FPS. Damn. Even on, you would have thought they'd have it right, though, wouldn't you? You would have thought all these companies, like Bethesda and Battle Station, that lot, for like Tarkov, I mean, they're a little bit of a smaller developer, but how are we still getting performance issues? How are they not like building games around the current specs of PCs? I don't get it. So I not installed my digital microscope, really. Oh, I'm so behind on my project, aka room build. By the way, I'm literally surrounded by boxes of mice today. It's always they need to optimize the game. I mean, Tarkov maybe because they're a little bit of a smaller developer, but Bethesda and that lot, it should come out of the box purely optimized straight off the bat. Yeah, that sound system did cripple it slightly, didn't it? Still don't think it's much better. So, I mean, it sounds, I don't know, it's not ideal, I don't think it sounds. But I am obsessed with Tarkov. But I just can't get my time to do any normal PMC runs. Every time I do it, everyone's got M80. It's pissing me off. I'll try and get past level 24, 16 at the minute. But yeah, we'll be on this Friday. Well, I might. There's probably a 10% chance to be on Friday and 9% chance to we're on this Friday. We're putting on runs, chaos side switches, encoder. Okay. We'll see. Like Arena would be fun. I mean, I don't know the performance I don't think it's going to be there. That's the problem. That's what worries me about Arena. You reckon it's going to be good FPS? I don't know. It gave you a headache. I'm definitely feeling the FPS problems in Tarkov this term around. I don't know how people are playing it on the shit PC. I was even trying on my Razer laptop, which is a 2080. I've not bought the later one yet, but that's just getting absolutely, I'm still getting murdered. think no, not achieving 144 FPS at the minute is pretty bad at the minute, to be fair. On any FPS. I mean, Tarkov is quite detailed, but still, they should be getting like well over the 100. Played like 300 hours, a quarter of a white, 1k hours, and one full white. Never played it again. I think they shouldn't make it so difficult to level, like say all the quests and stuff. It should be very quick at the minute. It kind of pisses me off. I have to go through all the same quests, which is boring. Need to make them probably dynamic. Dynamic quests would be a lot better. I think that's the better option for us. A different kind of FPS though, isn't it, Tarkov? We're not talking like Call of Duty or Valorant. We're talking like strategic, tactical FPS, I would say. There's not many of them around. What's the other one? Squad? We're about it, isn't it? Too hot. Yeah. Yep. This would be better. Like, I get smoother and better FPS in Squad. Squad plays pretty well. It's playing it the other week actually, it's pretty decent. It just takes too long to spawn shit Squad. Can't be arsed. Play here and there, but it takes so fucking long to get anywhere. Like, it's alright if you've got like an entire day just a game. Is it viable to ship my mouse to the UK from the US? It can be expensive. USPS, generally the cheaper option. But don't send it like UPS or anything like that, they're really expensive. But it can take a while, mate. I want CS meets Rainbow Six Shooter. CS nays no abilities. Well, in CS2 then CSGO 2 you're after there, and it feel right. Because it's not Valorant, which is too many abilities in my opinion. I mean, so many flashes in Valorant, it's fucking ridiculous. Just walk around blind permanently in that game. Just annoys me. CS2 is great. I mean, CS2, like, to me, feels like they just couldn't be asked doing anything else. They're just gonna re-engine a game that's been selling for ages. Like, come on, man, do something slightly better. I mean. Squad games are only like 40 to 1 hour games on average. Yeah, but it's a long time that. Cool. Carrot, sorry. You got to spend an hour in a game, like, I ain't got time for that shit sometimes. Just something can blast in and out of. Fridays, GS I get some time, but not generally. CS2 is like a graphics upgrade. Disappointing. CS2 feel like a Valorant clone, which is ironic, isn't it? The lack of the word innovation in the FPS market at the minute is ridiculous, and just purely that's what microtransactions does for you. It's absolutely murdered gaming. I was hoping the doc would come out with something good, but I don't think he's going to, is he? I don't know what his new game's like, but I don't see it. You spend 30 minutes in a raid, yeah, but you can also end the raid quick. You can just extract and fuck off. Squad, you're trapped in it. And you spend most of that time running around or waiting to spawn at the beginning of it till you then go and put a hab up and shit. You spend 20 minutes to get squad going. Yeah. When you get working carrot, you'll realise. You got the goddamn time for that shit. Valorant, the time waiting for 3 or 4 minutes to get into a fucking extract pisses me off on Tarkov. That's one of the things that they need to change. The matchmaking is just so slow. Taking up to like 5 minutes at the minute, it's ridiculous. Battlebit needs a little, needs to let community take maps. You reckon? Let them build them, hey? I'm still happy there will be input locked lobbies in XDefiant. Input locked. How do you mean? You're gonna lock what device it is, or you can't have controller versus keyboard and mouse stuff like that? 3.5k hours on squad. Damn, son. Yeah, you got too much time. See? Carrot, too much time, mate. I'll be gone when you enter the job market, mate, I tell you. 3.5k hours at a desk and about 100 hours in gaming. Stay a student as long as you can, buddy. 2018. Can't remember when I started playing. I've got that many, I don't think. I think I've only got about 200 in it, if that. Squad. You can face any mouse and keyboard. Okay, so the input lock the device. Good. Finally, someone's actually fucking done that. What we were whinging about, was it in Call of Duty? I was saying they should be doing that and they just didn't. Had to fix a lot of things, but no. Should not be facing off against controllers with aim assist. Just when Cronus, when Cronus, like a mixture of COVID, when Cronus was an issue. Missy said they're talking about another lockdown. I don't know if that's true or not. She's winding me up. Anyone else heard that? Dirty. How do you, mate? You alright? Spinal Crush, Evening Barb. I'm just wondering if you had a chance to spot your email yet about modifying a RoCap mouse with light switches. I've not read any emails, Spinal Crush. Best to contact me on the chat app on shop.biddybob.com because I get way too many emails, mate. I'll eventually get around to them, but it's not the way really to. If you want a quick response, it's not the way. And even on chat, it's not that quick because we've got to work all the time. I'll do try and respond. You're getting drafted in World War 3. Yeah, it's coming up, mate. He's young, isn't he? If you Carrot's young, I'm too old now. I'll just be at the back lines like Dad's Army. Have you seen that? That'll be me, guarding the shores on a cup of tea. Carrot's gonna be on the front line. Been mortared. Young blood. The world will die. It'll be like, it's gonna be Skynet first, mate. Those drones are coming first. The amount of drones being used, that's what's coming. There'll be no people. Did reply to an email once. Yeah, there you go. Gets a little bit buried. I'd say it's shop.biddybob.com or chat app, mate. It's the easiest way. Easy for me to track stuff. Emails just get buried in my own personal stuff and mice requests and people asking me questions about which one fits them the best. Oi oi Bob Ross, Pulsar finally shit the bed. And the front side button isn't working. Are they hard to change? What have you done to the front side button, mate? You like destroyed it. Slambers, is it? Yeah, control and mouse and keyboard lock lobbies out, mate. That's the way, right? That's what we want. Oh, show. Right, Kale and Coda. What do you want, mate? Like, I don't know what you want. We need so much. What do you want? Big cat. Wow. What's there? What's your favourite Switch? Either Japanese on-run if you want something light, or a KL4 if you want something a bit more firm. And Coda, I like the KL word, to be fair, this one. Well, I don't mind an Alps, who wants something a bit more tactile. You know, like it only works when I press it really hard. I'm trying to remember what buttons are in. Side buttons are in the pulsar. I think they're full ones, they're not the micro ones. Where are they micro? Yeah, they're full on this one. I think they're full. Should just be easy to switch the switch, mate. But yeah, Spinal contact me there, mate. There's a chat app. It's the easiest way. Better than email. Email just gets fucking buried into hundreds of other shite and spam. So. Right now, I think my favourite switch is the transparent blue shell pink dots. But are you sure it is pure? I'm not sure it is. I'm not sure it is. You sure that's the one you really want? Could be your first time to solder, mate. I'll look at the teardown. Easy way, I'll look at the teardown and see which one it is. I've done a video on that. I need to do a video on the later version out of the X2V2, and I've got the H now. We'll see. Yeah, should be easy. I can show you how to take it apart and stuff. Should show you there. Can't remember. Probably got a little crud in it or something, mate. To be honest, I feel like spam should be punishable by death. Agreed. I've tried to like try and fucking stop it, but it's still not working. It just gets fucking annihilated by shite, my email. Stop using it pretty much. Taxi's going towards the task force to hunt people down. Oh mate. I'm starting to use mobile phones and ring us up trying to sell me shit on my phone. It was too expensive at one point, but now it's like mobile phones, but it's got caller ID on it. Fuck them all. We're using AI and bots to try and like check if you're there or not. What we're doing now, if you want. Nightmare. We'll have drones soon knocking on our doors trying to sell us shit. Fantech Jet mousepad is insane. Okay. Tiger sent me out an absolute ton of mousepads. Got them last week, so take a look. I'm not seeing the Fantech ones. You rating it? Is that what you're using at the minute? My 2013-year-old Gmail amount of spam is insane, isn't it? You can put a load of like rules and stuff, but shit still gets through it, and you have to spend so much time setting them up. Pain in the ass. You got some clever software trying to detect it, but they still get around it. Like I've got another one where it texts me about competition on my mobile phone. Oh man. And like I just can't, every time I ban the phone number, it just comes up on a different phone number. It's like automatically it's unblockable. I'm like, fuck off. It's unblockable. So I find it difficult to distinguish between what's legit and what's a spam on my email at the minute. Right. It was under control at one point about a year and a half ago, now it's just gone out of control again, so yeah. You want me, best place to talk to me in the shop. You want to talk to me about mice in terms of like what you want to get? Not just general questions about mice, like which one fits you, because I won't respond. I'm not your personal mouse shopper. I'm talking Discord about that. What about your car's extended warranty? True, yeah. They ring me up about that. Ran me up about the service the other week, like harassing me. Like, oh, call about your service. I'm like, literally, it's got like 12k on it before it even needs anything. Yes. Might need an oil change, but I'll check that. Pain in the ass. Ford 2001 Ranger. The new Lotus Emira. Nope, send us a pitch. I used to love the Lotus Esprit V8. That was my dream car as a kid. That or the Lotus Carlton. It's like new cars, like electric ones. Why do you need a warranty? Why do you need a service on it? It's fucking nothing to serve. Maybe a couple of bearings in there. Put the wrong thing back in. There's no warranty on a 19-year-old car. Doesn't even after 19 years, mate. Practically looking after itself, that car. You'll still find a reason why not to cover it under the warranty anyway. Fucking like insurance. Fucking scam. Scam, scam, scam. Where's my Lotus Emira pictures? Come on. Do you like Lotus? Have a look. Still fancy a TVR, just to kill myself. Showing the missus some TVR Tuscans the other week. Not sure she was too convinced. Oh, baby. Oh, it's the new Lotus. Damn, it's like a Ferrari, isn't it? That's pretty tasty. Ooh. Is it a hybrid or is it a... Man, that's pretty nice, mate. Car health and all. Well, Lotus looks nice, mate. What's the engine? Come on, give us the specs. What is it? Is it a hybrid or is it still a legit man driving car? That's what Lotus is about. You all into cars? This Lotus Emira, so look. You can get an EV one, but they sell a V6. Ooh, is it turbo? Must be a V6 turbo. My mate had an Elise, which is the stripped out one. Lotus Elise, but the stripped out version, I can't remember. I think it was quick until he wrote it off. A roundabout. Seems handled, not that one. Lotus Emira. Have a look. It looks pretty tasty, doesn't it? This Lotus Emira. And you're 81k. Fuck me. The pricey. Tell it looks fucking nice though. Ooh. It does look nice, man. Baby. This picture some proper Lotus stuff. This looks good. Yeah. All cars are expensive now, mate, so not bad price given it's Lotus. It's pretty sexy, I think. What engine's in it? Got a V6 supercharged. Okay. And then an i4. It's got a 2-litre turbocharged and a V6 turbo. To be fair, that 2-litre one's pretty quick. 360 brake, 430 Newtons torque. That's in the 2-litre, and the 3.5's 400 brake, 420 Newtons of torque. They're both pretty similar, to be fair. I'll probably get the 2-litre because it's probably lighter. Oh, it's the partner AMG tuned. Is it the 45 AMG 45 engine, that 2-litre turbo? But it is. I can be properly tuned that. Bit more out of that. Yeah, it's the AMG A45 in it, tuned up. $50k. What mouse you'd mod in? A Dart. We were just doing a G Pro Superlight at the minute. My room's a bit of a mess. Need to do some more this week. You'll see me doing some stuff tomorrow. I'm probably going to do some teardowns tomorrow of some new stuff that we've not looked at yet. Probably like the Stormbreaker, and we'll see what else. Doesn't matter how much power cars make factories, there's always aftermarket. True, but it depends whether it's got the potential to be tuned. To find the right engine. Like the BM1's pretty insane to tune. Yeah, it looks like a decent interior, not too stripped out. My mate had a AXCs, that was it. It was fucking so stripped out. Quarter 223. It looks nice, man, that Lotus. It's pretty tasty. Ah, yeah, do you know why it looks nice inside, mate? Because it's got the Merc interior. That gear sticks Merc. It's going to be like the new Supra. You know, the Toyota Supra, which is actually a BM. I get this. This has got a Merc interior. Could be alright. I don't know. Is it genuine Lotus? It feels like an AMG 45 in a Lotus body. I'm loving the one suitcase at the back. It's a Merc with a Lotus badge in it. Quite nice though. That's what it feels like. We duck. Hey yo, Bob. Did you get access to CSGO 2? Nope. No, they could have emailed it to me. I can't. I'm not actually seeing it in my email, but it's not a surprise. I don't see much. But I didn't request it, so I don't see him sending me access. To be fair. If you want to make a Lambo owner mad, what you need is a Civic with a laptop. Yeah, but I'd still have the Lambo, mate, over the Civic. And the engine's Merc. That gear stick's definitely Merc, mate. If you have CS rank and prime, you get it as a button. I don't have a rank in CS, I don't think. I don't play it enough. I've not played it for so many years. So many years. To be honest though, I think it's probably not going to be too bad, that carrot. I would definitely intrigued to see what it's like. It'll be pretty tasty, that. I see the Lotus is still coming out from decent cars. It looks phenomenal, I think. Yeah, it looks mint, man, that Lotus. Probably help with the build quality if it's mint. You ever watch Harry's Garage? YouTube. I know. I watch quite a lot of stuff like that. It doesn't ring a bell, but I don't really... On YouTube these days, I don't really follow people. I just watch content, if that makes sense. I don't really like... I'm not like loyal to anyone. I just watch whatever comes on. Like, the algorithm suggests me stuff. Old guy like you. I mean, young guy, mate. Like me. Young whippersnapper. Car YouTuber. No, I watched a guy who brought back an RS6, put carbon body on it recently. It felt like he wrecked the vibe of the RS6 with the carbon body, but he did good. It was crash and repair, but I always watch that Sam guy. What's it called? Sam? I don't know. He's always buying shitters and trying to do them up. Always trying to flog you something. No, Japanese on runs. Kale and Kyoto. I've got my forward facing camera today, apologies, because you'll just see boxes around me like a cocoon. Didn't have you down as a car guy, Carrot? Is that you into cars? Indeed. Okay. Like that. petrol head carrot. Cars are dying now, all the electric shit. I'm still trying to work out how the manufacturers are going to build in the dilemma of, let's say you got an automated car, right? Like a Tesla or a Genesis or something like that. And they're in control, right? And a truck's coming towards you. And it's either it drives into the truck and kills you, maybe itself, like Kit from Knight Rider, or it runs a cyclist over and kills them and you survive in the car. Which one does it pick? Who programs in the software? Does it analyze your life, whether you're going to pay enough tax to the world first before you die? If you're old, it's just going to kill you because you're claiming your pension? I don't know. Like, if it was me driving it, I'm running that cyclist over all day long. But how does a car decide that when it's automated? You know what I mean? Which one's it going to pick? It doesn't decide that. The government decides it. And whether you're going to pay out to pay any more money towards them. Cynical, I know. That's what's going to do, isn't it? It's going to be whether you've got any debt. Oh, you got a bit of debt, right? Okay, we'll kill you. Won't kill you off yet. You got to pay your debt back first. We'll just wing you instead. Yeah, 2030, mate. There'll be no cars, mate. You might have to get an old school one, like Mad Max, and get like an oil tanker to fill it with fuel. We're running on like ethanol. Importing it from the US because they haven't changed over yet. I don't like EVs, I'll be honest. I don't know if that's the future or hydrogen, but I don't know. A used Jag F-Type is nice. V8, 35k. The taste of the F-Type. Well, two-seater. Is it the SVR? That sounds fucking amazing. That one. I do love a good V8, mate. Nothing beats the sound of a V8. Everything else is too high pitched if it's a V10 or something, V12. V6 is nice, but no V8. SVR is 60k. Mate, the SVR is the one to get, mate. You can get the bank, but the V8 is pretty tasty. The SVR will probably hold its value in the future. If you can get any fuel for it. Don't know, mate. SVR makes it tasty. Cars will be limited soon. Government will charge us per mile. We're going to be living miserable lives. Might wrap my car in tinfoil so they can't trap me. I'm laughing at all these cameras getting cut down. Is it U-leaves or maybe it's everyone's chopping them down? Don't know if you know, in the UK they're putting up cameras in London, well the London areas, and expanding it, and people are pissed. These cameras basically charge you per day by tracking your number plates. I think it's like £12 a day in it. But if you go like, say you start work, I don't know, 6 at night, and then you go to 6 in the morning shift, you get charged twice. Ridiculous. So everyone's just cutting them down. It's not a difference, right? Bit of heat going out. Bit of heat going out. Come on, Bob. Remote job? For sure, mate. It's a way to work. Most jobs are remote now. You want to go into IT, don't you, so you'll be fine. That's why most people don't think of can afford to live at the minute, because they're not paying commuting charges. That's why I think we're seeing the economy's not too bad. I commuted to Liverpool for 3 years. Pretty much 5 days a week. Not long ago. doing YouTube there, put it that way. That's a lot of miles, a lot of money, and a lot of time, which is the problem. I hate the time spent in traffic. London's rent is indeed expensive, mate. I've got a few friends who live in London. Let's laugh. People pay it though, it's fucking stupid. Probably 2k for a fucking student apartment, studio. It's insane. Everyone's getting pricey now. There's a song though, isn't there? Called Sunscreen. It always talks about like rent getting dearer, you'll get all the politicians will always lie and things like that. Yeah. Kids respected their elders. Baz Luhrmann, I think it's by. And it's true when you listen to it. Same shit, different day. It gets dearer. Different respect. Manchester seems better for tech. Quite a bit of tech around town. Or Manchester. Leeds if you must. I make that more of a tech hub, but fucking the actual commuting's a pain in the ass. But Londoners don't realise, like in London you got like the underground shit in up north, Leeds, Manchester, Liverpool. Fucking nothing. Train system sucks. Yeah, I think the cost of living is a lot better ratio in Manchester. Or you go to somewhere like New Zealand, that's pretty sweet. I used to live in New Zealand, that was definitely pretty nice living there. Like what you got paid and what the cost of stuff was. What do you want now? It'll always be the same carrot. Put it this way, rent has never come down, mate. Only going up. It only ever has gone up. So eventually it'll hit a point where people can't pay it, so it'll come back. Could be New York, yeah. We're still going on about it today. It's still on the agenda. Chances New York. So let's go away and holiday and have a look. But a lot of stuff comes into account to get to New York. Maybe a job will move over there. Costs us about 20 grand to send a cat. I'm gonna be cheap. Yeah, exactly. Mate. Gonna work these get left if fuck. Sometimes in life, mate, he's got to take the risk, right? Got to go for it, mate. You live once, buddy. Okay. If it works out, it doesn't, mate. Or you could just stay in the same spot. Fuck that. Come off here, mate. Easy enough. Doesn't work out, or come back to try it. You won't ever regret it. Let's go to my grave thinking, I wish I went to try that, because I'd rather try something and fail than never try it, you know what I mean? That's my motto. That's what I would prefer. We don't have traitors to return to the UK. You're an ally, mate, we can go over there. Mutiny. You're gonna be at the gate waiting for me, like, don't let him back in. Take down the man with the beard. The traitor. The Falklands. Fancy going to the Falklands, but it's fuck all there, apart from sheep in there. A couple of sunk ships. Good for scuba diving. Don't know. I like travelling. I've not been travelling though since COVID. Said to the missus, gotta go on a holiday or something. Gotta get out of this country for a bit more, somewhere and just go and chill out for a bit. I'd like to get away from you, mate, yeah. You know, you just whinge. Spoilt life you live. Doesn't like the aircon on. Interferes with his tropical heat he likes. And it was like 40 degrees in here before. I think that might be a bit hot for him, but nope. Bum, bum, bum. Bit of tape. Even if we see the even if we see the Superlight, let's say Superlight 2 comes out, right? Which it is coming out. It uses the Optomex switches, which I think it sounds great until you actually feel how mushy they are compared to a normal switch now. They're certainly one of the better ones, as long as these are Omron ones. Ironically, Omron, which I'm not particularly a fan of, but the Optomex feel okay compared to the rest of the market. But that's it, you're stuck with them. Unless someone comes out with some way to modify other switches to fit in there, the other Optomex, which are all completely different designs at the minute, then you're pretty limited. For the average person, probably not an issue. Someone who likes the game and likes to tweak them and stuff, or likes a certain click because you're watching this channel because you're very particular, then I think we're going to find some issues with it, where we probably don't mind continuing using the Superlight 2, like Superlight normal version, unless we particularly want the faster polling rate, which is still a bit of a snake oil to me. What are you doing? That's off his head. I'll get him that. He's not a happy bunny. Odds are the same getting laid off there as they are in the UK. Yep, yeah, mate. Harder to lay you off in the UK if you've been here a while though. And in America, they can just lay you off straight away, can't they? We get like certain protection, but well, I don't. But you do if you perm. Yeah, a couple of months allegedly. You generally don't. You generally just get screwed, but supposed to be semi-protection laws against it. But most people still get screwed over. So, cost of living's too much in New York. It certainly is, mate. It is insane. Would not be my choice, but you know, difference of living together. You have to compromise a bit. Well, you get trapped if you have visas, right? That's the problem. I've seen my friends go to different countries on work visas and working for twat companies and just saying, "You can shove this up your ass," and then coming home. Send me beans. Too expensive to ship, mate. Don't do beans on toast, I do. You don't have a kettle, mate. That's what I'm more traumatized about. You have to use a coffee machine with a hot water dispenser. I mean, that's just, it just feels fucking wrong. Although I actually don't have a kettle at the minute. I've got a hot water tap, but it's still. I mean. I want a 24 pack of baked beans, mate. The American vomit chocolate is what you're saying. To be fair, I'm not too sure the beer's gonna be that great. Although Pure does give me some hope. Being a beer connoisseur that he is. When I was there, been to work a few times. When I've been there, I've never found great beer. So, hope it's in the bar zone. American chocolate's a war crime. It's pretty rough. Man. My mum always said I've got to compromise. This is my compromise. We go to New York, fine. We'll go to New York. If you can get there, but I'm doing nothing to get there, so you're gonna have to do all the work. So I'll play put rock. But we haven't gone yet, aren't we? But after we've been to New York for a bit, we can actually get a place with some decent land. That's what we want. Well, that's in the UK, not I don't know. I don't know, Pure. I don't know my missus, mate. We might. Maybe more where they're going to kill each other in an apartment. Just saying. Last few remaining hairs in the metro. Yeah, the metro's a bit dodgy. Good time to turn into a hermit if we live there. I'm not living there not to have like a decent life though. Like, fuck that. Big pain in the ass. Yeah, get a B&B. We're gonna do some of that in OPO. Sure, mate. We're a long way off getting there yet, mate. A long way. Never mind. We have to afford all the rent and shit. I'm not taking the metro, mate. I'm literally not working when I'm there. The missus is doing all that. I could do my sit and game all day on YouTube. She's trying to convince me to work. I'm like, so I can get a visa pretty easily. And I'm like, nope. I don't want to fucking work. I'm too old to work now. I've done my fucking time. I want my feet up, you know what I mean? couldn't work for a company full of Americans. Pure's an American, mate. Insulting Pure, there, you know what I mean? He seems right. Hey, when you start working internationally, mate, there's all kinds of Americans, not Americans. Multilingual stuff. Right, more screws, what I need. Where are they all? I like working with like a lot of international people in the job. It is good. Jobs I have done. Yeah, I'm a bit of an anti-people sometimes, especially in midweek. Outright idiot. We can get that wherever, mate. Agreed. No matter what they are, mate. People will still annoy the shit out of you. Not too bad, this one. Might be one of Logitech's best. I'll burn the White House down again. Cowards coming in. You'll get a visa, mate. You know when more 9mm Kaling codes will be in stock? My Finalmouse encoder broke. And Solo. I think I've got some, mate. I've just probably not put them back on stock, so just message me on the shop. You message me on the shop app. I'll come back to you and just check. Remind me after this. I think I've got some. I need like an assistant. I think people think of it like a massive company, but it's just me. Everyone's like, is this someone who works with video? Like, I wish. I'm just like working on my own. Me and the cats. That's it. People think the money's from for that. No worries, Mr. Solo. I will take a look. Wasn't you that, by the way, that day. Chat in general. I'll have a look for you, sir. Cats take a 75% cut. I need to put like maybe like the agents on the chat app as like the cat. Just you and the cats know I spend all the money. Yeah, I've got to sell these mice so I can move to New York. Got to fly all the cats out there first, mate. That's going to be some serious money, I tell you that. Serious money. These Japanese ones feel so good, man. So good. And they're even better than Pure's transparent blue pink dots. Pink, not blue dots, pink dots, yeah. Blue transparent pink. Oof. This one feels tasty. Suit you, sir. You almost got him, Pure. Almost. What made you try them out anyway? Your mate you said to help you? Did you have a couple of them? Were they pretty decent? They did feel decent, actually, the ones though, by the way. I have got some. Yeah, these things are light, man. Probably a little bit light for me, but these are the ones I would pick. Although, like I say, I quite like the Huano ones. So, dropping some nice switches on them. They're certainly up there. To that point where the preference is down, it's really down to pure preference. Endgame's OP1 be looking tempting. Well, they have sent me one, haven't they? So we'll see. I haven't actually got it yet. I think it's my forwarder, so I'll get them to send it on. But yes, the Aussie mod shop. Ah, okay, I don't know. Toilet. Pure light baby. This feels tasty as. I'm expecting to stream a little bit earlier tomorrow because tonight has been a late one. Just trying to check everything's okay, and then I've tweaked it on YouTube. It should be a lot sharper now. Twitch, unfortunately, they still limit our bandwidth because they suck. There's more bandwidth. Oops. Oh, starting. I got an extra hour late, mate. So we can't start an hour late and then finish an hour early. But, yeah, the dream. That Brendan modding a G Pro X right before G Pro X2 comes out. Well, yeah. Those pure G Pros, don't we, mate? Can't change the switches in the Pro X2, right? G Pro X2, so yes. If it comes out. Have they said it's coming out yet? I'm doing well, sir. Yep, not bad, you. I'm going until 6 PM. Horrible. Ah, you Brumboy, I see. You alright, mate? Too many usernames. Can't you all keep the same usernames? You know what I mean? What do you want, cat? I'm literally whinging all night. What do you want? Fed you, been watered, the air conditioning is too cold for you. They brought down the tropical temperatures of this room. I think the thing about the G Pro X2, let's call it, is you can't change the switches. Which is okay for the average user, but for some elite gamers, it's going to be a bit of an issue. I don't think they've changed it enough to make anyone really care, unless you particularly want 2K polling. We'll see. Yeah, it's the same mouse, exactly. I think the skates look the same from what I've seen. I mean, not even change the fucking skates, please. Just make some improvements. It's better had done. I mean, it's gonna be ridiculous if they haven't, but internals will probably be slightly different. They've literally changed the polling out the way it looks and tweaked it, but we don't know. We'll see. You never know. You gonna change it for 2K polling? Gives a shit. Not people care. If you're bothered about polling, you get a quick one, right? like a razor. I would. Even though I hate the shape, if that's particularly what I'm after. Yeah, no. I'm not going to do it, you know, I'm not just going to ride a G Pro 2 from a G Pro 1 just because I want a 2K polling. Maybe they'll get 4K eventually, but I can't see the change. Can't warrant the change. And it's also, was it $170? It's like, it's pricey. That is pricey. I won't hold my breath for it. But we'll see. Got some nutters will want it. I'll probably get one, but Logitech's too big of a company to change anything. They're not listening to the public, that's for sure. Potato! They should at least go minimum 4K. They're definitely, people are going to buy it. Logitech definitely sell the most mice. Right. Next. The G Pro. Pro and G Pro. No worries, mate. Have a good one. Sleep tight, sir. See you in a bit, Brum boy. Brendan. GG. What's that? Okay. What are you doing? My legs. Claw me up. dig through. Right, bear with me a sec. BRB. Go outside if you want. Melt at the front. Right, here we go. Okay. Japanese armor. Whiny pants. Right, let's check how these feel. My room's in such a mess. You're the winners. Soups, how you doing, my friend? Rare Finalmouse medium puppy, this one. The side buttons, the main buttons are sticking.
I've got balls of steel.
Feel the same. After the switches, fair enough. Let's check that. Good from the weekend? Just mate. Just about. Hey, cheers. Loiter. The sub hiding man. You doing, sir? Gambling already. You won. Yeah, not bad weekend, mate. I'm not sure if I'm on Friday night or not streaming this week because I think I'm out again. Socialising, unfortunately. I don't normally like socialising on Fridays, but sometimes it's unavoidable. I want to do my own thing on a Friday. Hey, fresh reviews, baby. How you doing, sir? Good to see you, mate. How are you? How's things been? You reckon the new Superlight's coming out tomorrow? I don't know. People looking keen. How dare you have a life, Bob? Oh no, I don't want one, mate. But unfortunately, people want to socialise, so I have to go out, escape into the real world. But I'd rather play Tarkov on Friday, to be fair. Bit of Val, but unfortunately, I've got to go out and socialise in the real world. I'm just trying to wind down before having to go back to work tomorrow. Oh, mate, yeah, someone said it's Labour Day for you guys, is that right? I don't know because I'm in the UK, but you get today off. Been partying up over the weekend, have you, mate? Party! Ah, the real job, mate. Sucks, doesn't it? I was in work today, though, so. Gonna try and grab one, yeah. We'll join the bot race, mate, together. Still pisses me off these side buttons for it. You better fix that on the X2. Oh, Ultralight X. This is why it's sticking, right? So, on this version, you see under this main button how there's no black. It's hard for you to see. I need to get my digital microscope, but you see there's no black here. See that? But on this side, you see the black? This Malar pad here has come off this side, which is why it's sticking. Because where the stickiness is, it carries on, holds on to it. For some reason, when they released this, they created these Malar pads and they fell off on these early versions. BRB Bob Noise Fresh, man, see a sec. Labour Day implies you should work harder, like in the mines. Get back to the Labour Days. Grafting. What is Labour Day in the US anyway? What are you celebrating? I have no idea. Definitely get as many back orders like we do. Soups, that's for sure. Anyway, that sticky pad basically has come off, and that's what's causing the stickiness. And these buttons, these mice, gun related. Labour Day. More like Gun Day then, though, wouldn't it? So you see it better here. Sticky pad. No sticky pad. So that leaves a residue, which can hold the button. I don't know why they put these on, but they're coming off, and then we'll clean it out. I've got the pad, there we go. He is indeed, mate. Yours drown his sorrows, mate. What mouse? It's a Finalmouse Which version? This is not the Achilles, is it? Which one's this one? Ares, maybe? No, it's a red one. Not the Hades, it's black. Zeus. There we go. Got it in, man. The Finalmouse Zeus. Took me a while, didn't it? As a pro gamer. Question now, than before. Come on. America. We're all very good allies, I like it. Yeah, what's Labor Day for? You just get your day off because you've been grafting. Is that everyone that's laboured gets a day off, is that right? You truly only get really low public, like you only get really low holidays. Like we get like the average in the UK. Let's say if you got a shit job, you're probably getting 20, 22 days holiday a year plus bank holiday, which is like Labour Days. But most decent jobs get 25 to 27 plus bank holidays. Some get 30 on. I actually get none, by the way. But being a grafter myself. Blue collar days. I get it. So the people that graft, hence labour, you get a day off. You get 21 no bank holidays. You don't get any bank holidays. Sucks, mate. Dane Luther Kumbo. No, my pad's like super glued on. Lou.
Excellent!
Mama. Excellent. Mate, being a chef's hard work, mate. I know that for sure. Old guy playing CS. Super chat, $10. Cheers, buddy. Hey, mate. Thank you. Appreciate that, dude. Welcome. Thank you, man. I was wondering if there was a way you could mod a G Pro wireless to be able to move the two buttons on the right side. You could use all 4 or 3 or 4 of the same side. You could maybe do it if you cut the shell. So you're saying like, where's the mouse gone? I haven't got a shell, but found this one. I've got a Superlight. It's not a Pro wireless, but a bit closer. You're saying if they had like buttons this side and this side, you could put all 4 of them here. You could on the wireless. You'd have to move that PCB. You'd have holes still. We could cap it. Put on this side. That's yellow. Nice. You have to flip the PCB over, but the PCB is a little bit short. But there's a circuit board here. Maybe you might have to create either a new shell or drill some holes in the shell. That'd be your best bet. I wouldn't say it would be easy. Oh yeah, the old sooty. You work in the steel and that. You got hard work. Sure, that's for sure, mate. Those jobs in the UK are kind of stopped. There's like one steelworks thing we've got, which I don't think is enough, but I don't like the fact of not being able to create steel. Personally. It's hard to get this mail off, kind of. One they just push off, but not this one. There we go. See, it's moving, that's what happens. I've knocked it off there, but that's what happens when you actually use them in the mice, and then that causes it to move, and then... Can't sit behind me now. Unbelievable. What are you doing? And then it moves, and then this leaves a sticky residue. What are you going to do on this one now we've done it? And then you can't push it down because it's stiff, but it's okay. I'm going to clean them anyway, and then put some new switches in it. Reet is rain then. The easiest things to clean. But my nails are still long today. We make more automotive than anything. Ray and this bin, is it? Hello Bob, how many times can you unscrew and screw the Starlight chassis either side of the holes? On this one you mean? Titanium screws, so they can be a little bit aggressive into the base, but they go into this magnesium bottom here, so they're okay. You'd be okay, just don't over tighten them. I've done quite a lot. And unscrewed, but just don't over tighten them. If anything, make them looser than you think. That's my advice. Don't try and like notch them up like you would do like a torque wrench. Don't do that. Just enough so they don't rattle. But it should be pretty durable, probably more durable because of the magnesium. But the titanium screw heads make sure you get the right fit screwdriver. And also the titanium heads can also chew the screwdriver tips up quite well at focus, but I've gone through a lot of them. This set's been pretty good, but it's certainly chew up the tips of the screwdrivers. Then here's Matty, I think. He's indeed, mate. Just took your mail pad off, mate. Get out of the way for you. Work out if you're still on or not. This is your baby. Already pre-checked your switches first. You've got some checking these on runs. Just clean off the residue. So go to sleep, Bob. It is 12:30, mate. I will do after this one. Got a bit of stuff to do tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow night. We're going to take apart some of the other. Do some teardowns tomorrow. I've not done one for ages because I've just been so busy with other stuff. Yeah, trying to get my room in a bit better shape. Get the camera views up and running again. I'm not streaming in the daytime while I do my room if you're interested, and if you will be. The reason why I've not done it is trying to get the mic set up. That's right. Just checking there's no res. Check underneath them as well. 3D printer, yeah boy. I actually moved the box behind me, pure. See, sorry. The box is here for the 3D printer, mate, honestly. I've moved it up to this level. I'm actually encased in a room of boxes. Basically what I'm in at the minute. My room is boxes. It's nuts. I moved them all up here, and then my air conditioning started to leak. So I've had to wait. It's not leaking, it's condensation, I think. Which has caused a bit of an issue. So the aircon guy's out tomorrow, but he needs to be able to get into certain areas in this room and loft so he can check it, which is why it's still here. And then once that's done, then I can get the printer up and get my YouTube desk up, and I can begin filming again. Finally. Properly filming. What's the nicest you've ever gotten a mouse down to? 15 grams. We did a MK1. It was insanely light. We've done quite a few around 20s, I'd say. Especially 30s, but it comes down to the size of it, really, doesn't it? I mean, an M1K is really just a bit of block anyway. Not much of a mouse. Half a mouse. Exactly. I reckon the Sora is probably one of the lowest ones, or the Tofu M4 we did. They're around, might even be 20s, like late 20s. I remember now. Anyone remember? HSK, I'd say. Pro one we did. Against half a mouse, ain't it, really? What do you think of the Extra 5 Rocket Jump Ninja mice? I like the button setup. And the switch combo using KLA to feel absolutely amazing, but it's such a thin mouse. I don't particularly like the shape at all, and I don't like how thin it is. I'd say the best bit is the button setup, and it annoyed me when they released a wide version, then a wireless one pretty soon after. But for me, it's too narrow. Enjoy RSI, basically. I heard the magnesium is very brittle, isn't it? Can be. Like I say, just be very gentle. The titanium will break the magnesium if you crank it too hard. Just don't overturn it, like I say. Think to be loose rather than tight. If you drop the mouse, it'll break. Nah, we've dropped a few, mate. I used to drop shells. Got some videos I was testing. I was dropping the metal. Yeah, don't drop it though. It should be okay. I mean, it is magnesium. It'll either dent. If you drop it onto a high tiled floor or something for a distance, sure. Rage it and throw it off your desk. See that causing an issue. I wouldn't be overly concerned about how brittle it is. I cut it. I mean, when I was cutting up, I cut up. I think I cut up a Zeus actually. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was a Zeus, and you could see how brittle it was when I was cutting it. And we also took out some of this weird composite base. It wasn't the best, but this is why I don't like sealed encoders. This is why I prefer sealed encoders. TTC this one, and just pure dirt gets in. You see that? That's kind of like rubby, but it starts to get into like the little teeth. That's why I like a sealed encoder. How much this mouse is not mine, mate. This is Matthias is online. But I am selling some of my mouse collection. I did a video which will be out on YouTube. Should be out this week. I need to release it this week of all my mouse collection, and I'm going to cut it back a little bit for quite a few. So we'll be putting some on my shop.billybob.com. Cutting it back, baby. People already trying to buy your mouse, Matty. I want these all to be Japanese on-run, Matthias. I'm going to do these two-sided ones, but do you want the scroll to be the same, or are you okay with the scroll sticking as an on-run 20? Up to you. You can do it at the same time if you want. You pick that up, can't remember. But you want them to all be the same. It's a scroll wheel press, I'm saying here, not the left and right. Should you spend more on a car or gaming setup? Well, it depends if you want to go far around and travel, mate. No? Open that drink, goddamn. You put cheating mouse. Yeah. Make it better. Leave that default. Alright, move with it. There's your two switches. Already checked. I feel the same to me. Hopefully they do to you. Close enough. But they feel like when they're actually in it, because that can make a difference. I'm a bit stiff in the magnesium. Actually need to use the plunger first. Get these out first. need to get my digimicroscope to keep me in to put on. I'll do that tomorrow. And you can see a lot closer what's going on. You might be able to see the actual numbers on the MCUs finally without using a magnifying glass. That'd be interesting. Alright, these are your teammates coming to check, mate, see what's going on. See what extra hacks you're getting, eh? See what it is. Colour detection aimbot. Show. Firmware built-in cheats, Christian. Well, people using macros, I guess. There probably is some mice that have got that kind of tech in them about somewhere. We just don't see it. We could be asked writing some software. We could probably try and break into Logitech, I reckon, and tweak it. Someone probably already done that. I think we'll see a replacement top shelf of the Death Adder V3 Pro soon. The mouse design so bad. I don't know, mate. I don't know. I don't particularly rate the Death Adder V3. I think it's probably one of the worst mice that's been released recently. Horrible. I don't think Razer will ever change it. It's not their style to. They'll just pretend it's okay. Nadia. Totally makes you wear bikinis now. COD days are over. She says she's retired. She's fed up with now being the best. She's playing casually now and just taking it easy. Nothing to do with Activision working out Cronus or anything. I'm sure it's bikinis she's doing it. I haven't actually seen it. Actually, I need to. Research purposes and all. Right, we have to change the plungers on these. Can get away with it, but it can be a little bit tight. Let's do that. Plunger being the little white tip. One we took out, that's got one in it. And these ones have a the plunger. So new switch, old switch. You can't even see it, but it is slightly higher. It'll focus, you can't even tell. You won't even notice it, but you can feel it. So put the default one's back. Crazy. You can remove pre-travel, but on these magnesium ones it gets a little tight because there's no flat plastic mouse. So and I'll just tweak them. I don't stab my own hand in the process. Need to make food, but I'm lazy. We had a burrito last week or something. Last week. I made Thai pork mince today. I'm getting there with it. With like mint and coriander and stuff. It's nice, man. You put the old plunger in the same height. We're just doing that now, mate. That's what we're doing for the same height. Yep. No worries, man. There's a plunger. And the old mouse. I'm going to switch out. These are grey default. Okay. They're going to be white. Stab myself at the same time. I had like 5 shots, 5 beers. I mean, technically you're eating, right? We always have shots in America. We have shots in the UK. We're not like Americans always seem to be having shots. That's funny because the beer was never strong enough. That's why I always had shots. I know. No, pure could be an exception there, Super. I think. 5.3, that's pretty decent. There you go, one changed, so same switch, different plunger, obviously. Not an easiest thing to do, but not easy. Every time I go to Mexico, they're all over the place. What drunk? That's a sign of a good time, mate, in Mexico. That's all it is. It's painful. 3 days. 3 days of pain, mate. As long as you have a good time, though. I can take the pain as long as the day is good that you sacrifice yourself on the alcohol god. But yeah, tomorrow night should be on earlier. Keep telling you that. My RL life is too busy, but I want to be on earlier. And then we can tear apart some mice. I think it's going to be the stone, the Pronage Storm. Let's see about yours. Half Irish Americans, aren't they? Some of them. My cousin's American, but he's Irish. Irish. Getting old. We're all getting old, my friend. You can never stop age, baby. I only realise today Zowie has a wireless mice. Must be very out of the loop. Maybe we should do the Zowie tomorrow. Maybe we'll do the Zowie tomorrow as well. Might do the Pronage Stormbreaker and the Zowie CW. I've got it. You're right, they've done it. It's got an old sensor, mate. They don't put the right sensor in it. Fucking idiots. And that Zowie. Don't know why. Don't let him taunt you. Pure, mate. Let him taunt you. Soup seems like one of those kind of shandy drinkers. Technically down south compared to me, so that makes him a southern sandy drinker. Sandy drinker. We're kind of west. Anyway. But Soup says shandies. I love shandy. I do, to be fair. We were talking about it before. But I'll show you in a minute. Downline of Burdock. Ben Shaw one. Talking about the shandy version of it. Badass, man. Bass Shandy. Oh, mate, you still do that? Cork got that in. You look at them, same way. This one's still the original 20mm on run. You can just see Japan on it. Tazy. Need you mate, you right? Not bad, mate, not bad. Back on tomorrow, I think, to do Stormbreaker, which I'm not done. We'll take it apart, take a look at it, help me out with my review stuff, and put Zowie actually. Let's do the Zowie as well. I got on earlier tomorrow. Move some stuff around my room, which I might do in the daytime, and I might stream in the day. Different for you. I need to sort my mic situation out, see if I can get that to be right. We'll see. 6'5", damn thin. You're like Bambi when you drank pure without it falling around everywhere. Nah. 6'5", mate, you are tall. I'm 6 foot. 5 is beast. Not quite as big as the 2-time though. How much are you gonna fix if I send you my mouse? What, you mean how much it costs? Depends which mouse you got to serve, but if you go to shop or do !shop, it'll you can pick your mouse and pick what's broke, and then it can give you an idea what it's going to cost you. Double click into switch. Won't be too expensive, mate. Depends how far you got to ship it. That'll be the thing. I'm in the UK. Just do ! shop. You can pick your shipping and stuff. See what's going in London. Alright, cheap enough, mate. Yeah, £10. Return shipping and whatever it costs to get to me, so won't be much. About 35 quid, something like that. Who's want me to play American football? You not play it? I've got visions of Pure built like a tank. I can think of the positions in American football. I can't think of apart from quarterback. I don't even know what that does. Line back again. Tight end, that always cracks me up. I did that one before actually the other week.
I was wondering if maybe you'd like to go to the beach and maybe get
He's asking about how tight to do the screws.
That's alright.
Hard to show it, but I'm literally just like, that's probably where it's tight. That's where it's just off the tightness. I do like that much of a turn. We got to check there. So on these, is that the shell's aligned, so it's not aligned. Do it a little bit, make sure it's aligned. Tighten it. Oh, yeah, there you go. You don't get it right, it'll interfere with the buttons. A bit tighter. Back moving around. Nice. This is what I saw on the other one. So we can make this a bit evener. That button there is quite nice and even, but this one, for some reason, is so close to the shell, which was what I was doing before. Triple click for Matthew. You're gonna love this when it's done. No more stickiness. Side buttons on these things absolutely drive me insane. It's almost like with Finalmouse, like, you see how close that is to the edge, but this one is further away. It's like the buttons are never quite even. There's some magnesium. You want even buttons, mate, you said, so you can get them even. But the button is the issue, not the switch. Magnesium case. Looking the carbon fiber was any better? China forging, yeah, not like you. Like, see that now? Bigger. Bigger. Maybe. More even now. Actually, without side buttons, nobody can. I don't. I like side buttons, for goodness. I'll black them out in a minute, so calm down. Use side buttons to lean. Heard that before. Side buttons. Feet left, feet right. Good idea. Now, it's a bit more even. Some stuff feels like it's a little bit longer. Just like screwed together. Now we'll take a peek. I hope they fix some problems with the carbon fiber version. Carbon fiber's not that easy to work with, so we'll see.
I've got balls of steel.
If we follow Hydro 2, how you doing, man? Hydro 2, you get that right? First one right today.
I've got balls of steel.
We whippersnapper at 40, mate, I tell you. Just for follow.
I've got balls of steel.
Just for follow JH Kevin, how you doing, man? Butchered. Yeah, fix the side buttons on the front one. Pietro, I'd say. What is it? What's that off with that button? It was a bit low. Petiro? Petiro? Is it? Soup's got it right. Damn it. Time we got it right. Just scope at the left is low. The right click is a little lower, it's fine. I use quick scope. Let's see, like, checking it, mate. Look at the extra. Just a bit of love. Let's see why. And if you are that sensitive, you can tell it. So, PCB, pack it out a little bit. This is the difference right here. You see, going to show us. You see how it's slightly, this is how finicky it is. You see how it's slightly off here? Off this clip? Slightly lower, can't really show you, but this bit here is slightly lower, and if I show you the other side, it's higher. Got off me to try and move my cursor around. That's how like small it is. You see that? Focus. That's like on the board, and that bit's slightly off it. So it's actually slightly lower, this bit, than that bit, by like a gnat's bollock. See? Probably show if see that? I'm a waffle. Baguette. Don't make me hungry. Always got to talk about food, man. We can. And tweet that. So, give me a sec. Grab this bit too. Extremely sensitive. Let's cut off this bit here is a little bit low. We'll put a bit of tape over it and it'll raise the board up a little bit, and then here voila. Not just take it back off, but it should be the desired outcome. I made breakfast for dinner. Go on, what are you having? I'm making me hungry now. I'm trying to like good. Sausage, egg, cheese burrito. Sounds pretty good. I'm not obsessed with burritos, mate. I get the impression you're a burrito-aholic. Not the easiest thing to do. Enough on it. Basically, this thing will stay. Tape over it. And that should keep the board up. Once it's on top, it might lift up a little bit, but once the board's on it, it will raise it by that nut pollock comes up. It stiffens now. As long as it stays there, we should put on trap. It fixes everything. You always try and pad it out with some glue or something, but I just see it under there.
Just wish she knew.
Build it up a little bit. Any chance of modding the Ajaz 199? Yep, we'll be doing, mate. We'll be doing, don't you worry. Get back into it. Yep. Just checking myself. Okay. Those mate, it's that tiny. You probably can't tell. You'll be right. You get a little bit of flex in these when you push them down. It kind of bows a little bit, but should be good enough. That's how like micro some of that stuff is. EU, not USB. EU, not USB-C. I thought EU. No, you have to. There are some mods, but you've got to try and like redo the entire PCB to do that. So it's like people always asking me like, "Can I tweak the sensors?" I'm just like, "Try a different mouse." You put this sensor on this PCB, it's like, no, the PCB is built around the sensor, mate. Yeah. I know. It is subtle, that. You see now it's not touching the front now. If it was, before it was like that. Oily. The little bits that make it different. I think which mouse someone changed the micro to the USB-C, but I have seen it done. Yeah, tomorrow, Pony Stormbreaker, we'll take a look at it, and the Zari EC2CW I've got. Which one it is. Take it apart, see what we can do with it. You've got slightly off center scroll wheel as well. Standard with the Finalmouse, courtesy, but both sides are nice and even now. Nice. How'd you get there? You got Tiger Eyes? Tiger Arts, my favourite. It's the same amp wattage, surely. For what? These gates are okay. He's survived. You go. Well, Oh, USB. Sorry, man. For some reason, I thought you were talking audio. Yeah, should be the same amperage. It might give a little bit more because USB-C can generally charge a bit quicker. Give it a test. Get it back out to you tomorrow, Matty. So don't miss you, Tony. Should be with you Wednesday. Give me a shout if you don't hear anything. Right, I'm going to go to bed. It's 1 o'clock. I'll be back on tomorrow. Hopefully I've got my other cam reviews as well. Like the one that looks at me and stuff, and we can play around the daytime tomorrow. I might do some streams and sort my room out because it's in a mess. I need to get it ready up and running because I keep saying that and we're definitely falling behind. So, GG. See you all tomorrow. Peace. Good on potato. See you in a bit, buddy.